Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, hailed by many as the greatest game of not just the N64 era, but also of all time. However, 26 years since the game's release, people have begun to see this game through rose-colored glasses. So today, I'm gonna tell you why Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is not as good as you remember. But first, a word from our sponsors over at Suctional. Ladies! Is your man not giving you what you want? Are you lonely and a loser? Well, worry no more, cause our friends over at Suctional make the best, most pussy-poppin' rose suction toys available. Suctional has grade A, top shelf quality toys and vibrators for adults of all ages. Head over to their site and use the promo code GAMINGGUY to save 20% off your entire order. Again, that is code GAMINGGUY at suctional.com. Thanks! And now, back to the video. Now, I would have to say my first major criticism of this game has gotta be the graphics. The graphics in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, quite frankly, suck. I mean, just look at how Link looks. He looks really blocky. And so does every other character. They all look like blocky, like Legos. And even the environments, I mean, it looks like they ripped the tree texture straight from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, yeah, the graphics of this game stink. All of the particle effects, ugly. All of the character designs really just suck. Ganondorf looks really gay. He looks really terrible. His nose is huge and he doesn't look scary at all. Also, if we refer to the tier list, you can actually find Ganondorf sitting at the bottom half. And I should also add that his design is not very good either. And speaking of the character designs, I think I can move on to the next section of the video, which is the story of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Honestly, it's gotta be my least favorite, most pissing me off part of the freaking game. As an OG Zelda fan, I've been playing since the original games. The story makes no sense. So basically, what the game is trying to say is that the three ultimate goddesses of the land are being defeated by Ganondorf's evil. But what they fail to realize is actually that doesn't make sense, because people don't just do evil things for no reason. There has to be some type of motivation. Why would Ganondorf even put his darkness upon the world if not for a motivation? See, this is what games like the Mario series do better over The Legend of Zelda. Bowser, the villain of the Mario franchise, is honestly a perfect contrast to Ganondorf, in that both are villains of Nintendo series, but Bowser is the only one with a true motivation. Love being his motivation. He wants to have a loving life and a mother for his children in Princess Peach. This is just nothing like Ganondorf. He just wants to kill everybody. And yeah, the story sucks, and Link would never be a hero because Link is a little kid. Link is weak, so he can't beat up monsters. That's not realistic. So yeah, I just can't really vibe with the game. The game just doesn't vibe with me. It's just not the right vibe. So yeah, that's my problems with the story. So yeah, that's my problem with the story. So basically, those are the problems I have with the story. And now, I would end this video here. I've kind of said everything I need to say about the game. But, just one more little note. What I dislike most about this game and Zelda and Link and Ganondorf and all of them is that I don't really like how Sakurai did them in Smash. I think, with the exception of Sheik, he really kind of dropped the ball. Ganondorf is weak in Smash, doesn't have a sword, and is a copy of Captain Falcon. That's pretty uncreative. Like, if you're gonna make a character, make him all the way, because Ganondorf is a sin to true Zelda fans like me and like my subscribers. Link is bad because he's low on the tier list, and Young Link is too. But Young Link should be low on the tier list because, as I mentioned before, he's a little weak little kid. So him getting beat up by everyone makes sense because he's weak and a little kid. But base Zelda is not very good, but turns into Sheik. But Sheik actually is kind of a gay character because of chain grabs. So I really think Sakurai overlooked chain grabs when he was making Melee. I think like characters like Marth are just kind of ridiculous at times, and even like you can see the meta evolving into just tech chasing and always just getting the re-grab, and it's kind of like it definitely was not intentional, and this is why I really think Sakurai is a bad developer. This is, really kind of the main reason why I think that. Because Sakurai, he makes the Smash genre of games, which have been, like, perfected by Nickelodeon All-Stars type of games, and he goes on to ruin them, actually. He makes Melee, which was his masterpiece, but, made the Zelda characters terrible and didn't do anything good. And then he makes Brawl, which had Tripping and Subspace Emissary 10 out of 10, and then goes on to make the two worst games ever. And yeah, I just had to get that off my chest, guys. Hope you didn't click off the video. Make sure to subscribe. Ring the bell if you want more educational video essay content like this. And yeah, guys, I'll see ya in the next one.